What if I told you a serial killer once won a dating game show? It sounds like the plot of a twisted thriller, but this is no work of fiction. This is the chilling reality of Rodney Alcala, a man whose charm and charisma masked a dark and sinister nature. This is the story of Rodney Alcala, a man who managed to deceive everyone around him while committing some of the most heinous crimes imaginable. Rodney Alcala, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with his heinous crimes. Born in 1943, Alcala's early life gave little indication of the monster he would become. He was intelligent, charming, and even pursued a degree in fine arts, but beneath this facade lay a predator waiting to strike. Alcala was one of the most infamous serial killers of the 1970s. His reign of terror spanned over a decade, during which he claimed the lives of at least 8 known victims. However, authorities believe the real number could be much higher, possibly even in the dozens. Dubbed the dating game killer, Alcala's reign of terror spanned over a decade, claiming the lives of at least 8 victims. His modus operandi was as chilling as it was effective. He would lure his victims with promises of professional photography sessions, exploiting their trust and vulnerability. Though the real number is believed to be much higher, Alcala's charm and good looks made it easy for him to gain the trust of his victims, many of whom were young women and girls. He would often approach them in public places, offering to take their photographs for his portfolio. In 1978, Alcala appeared on the popular show The Dating Game, and shockingly, he won. Behind that charming smile was a predator responsible for unspeakable crimes. His appearance on the show was a testament to his ability to deceive those around him, including the show's producers and contestants. Was a predator responsible for unspeakable crimes? Alcala's ability to present himself as a normal, even likable individual allowed him to evade suspicion for years. His victims had no idea that the man behind the camera was a cold-blooded killer. Alcala was notorious for luring his victims with promises of photography sessions. He would often show them a portfolio of his work, which included striking and artistic images to gain their trust. Once he had them alone, his true nature would emerge, and the results were often fatal, manipulating and brutalizing them in ways that left investigators horrified. The brutality of his crimes was staggering, and the scenes he left behind were nothing short of nightmarish. Investigators were often left shaken by the sheer savagery of his attacks. The scenes he left behind were nothing short of nightmarish. Alcala's victims suffered immensely, and the evidence of their suffering was all too clear to those who discovered their bodies. The level of violence and cruelty he exhibited was beyond comprehension. It wasn't until 1980 that Rodney Alcala was finally caught and convicted. His arrest came after a lengthy investigation that involved multiple law enforcement agencies. The evidence against him was overwhelming, and he was ultimately found guilty of multiple counts of murder. DNA evidence later linked him to even more murders, earning him multiple death sentences. Advances in forensic technology played a crucial role in securing his convictions. DNA testing, which was still in its infancy at the time, provided the definitive proof needed to link Alcala to his crimes. Rodney Alcala's story is a chilling reminder that evil can hide behind the most unexpected faces. His ability to blend in and appear normal allowed him to continue his killing spree for years. It serves as a stark warning that appearances can be deceiving and that monsters can lurk in plain sight. To this day, investigators believe there may be more victims yet to be discovered. The full extent of Alcala's crimes may never be known, as many of his victims remain unidentified. Cold case detectives continue to search for answers, hoping to bring closure to the families of those who were lost. Subscribe for more true stories. Stay tuned as we delve into more chilling tales of true crime, uncovering the dark secrets that lie beneath the surface. Your subscription helps us bring these stories to light and ensures that the victims are never forgotten.